when my mom was pregnant with me. So I was born in like a you know already traumatized. So it's usually people who have experienced some trauma in their
Yep,
lives that develop these abilities. But that's why when I was a kid, the CIA used me for science projects for like remote viewing and these types of things when I was really little, um, like 4 years
I
old.
was I was 3, going on 4 when our experience happened to
Yeah,
us.
yeah. Did the government ever try to use you for anything because of that, or
No,
no? Okay,
no,
they did to me, but um,
but um, I
I've
remember
talked.
the whole stories about remote viewing, and I was born in the 70s, so
Yeah, I was a remote viewer for the CIA when I was 4 years old.
ouch.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing either. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll help you guys.
But I had just lost my cousins the year before in a house fire.
Mm,
And my best friend, my cousin, my one cousin, died in her sleep. Her and her brand new dog.
yeah, that'll definitely trigger abilities that we all
But
have them,
every time somebody in my family dies,
Mm,
everybody sees the Grim Reaper as this skeleton in a cloak, carrying the sickle. That's not how I see him.
mm-hmm.
Um, I see him as basically a train conductor.
Oh,
Always have, because I'm not afraid of a train conductor.
yeah,
Ooh, I've seen so many. There was a Goosebumps one that really fucked me up with like ghost trains and shit like that, and people picking them up, and like people showing up at stop like trains that aren't even running anymore, picking them up at stops. Like that's like the old
As a
energy
matter of fact,
shit out of me.
there is a ghost train not too far from here. Um, it happened in what, 19, no, it was in the 60s,
mm-hmm.
I think, or no, 1916. And the train trestle was washed out and it collapsed. I'm also not too far away from the what is that town? Pleasant, Pleasant,
Pleasantville or Pleasant, Point Pleasant. Is that what you're talking
Point
about?
Pleasant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry. Point Pleasant was with the Mothman. I don't know why I said Pleasantville.
right.
The
But
movie.
I'm not too far from there either.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm in that kind of a location, along with, yeah, there's a place here called Foster Falls that had to do with the the Civil War.
Uh, one
So
one second, GB. Shayna, you have to either come up with your name or with your camera on or something like that to join us. Nothing personal. It's just what I do now. Makes it easier to vet people. Showing
that
me
way nobody
showing me,
porn bombs.
showing me a picture of your floor is not going to suffice. But thank you for trying. You knew what I meant by that.
Virginia is really interesting for spiritual activity. I'm sure. I mean,
Yep.
I've been actually I have relatives who live there right now, but um, I've been through there a bunch, and it does seem like there would be a really interesting spirit realm.
My charge says, especially around the Southwest and the sticks.
Yeah, because there's like cultural overlap too, which is going to make
Yep.
for some really interesting stuff. My
I was
so
gonna,
You're
I was
right
gonna
about
tell,
that.
I was gonna tell Noelle when she was on here. The other thing that also works besides drugs is like meditation. If you're
Meditation.
they have a like a kundalini type thing where if you get your breathing right, you can actually reach that state. But it's kind of hard to reach. People like Russell Brand have said they've done
Mm.
it. There's other people like probably Wim Hof with the Wim Hof method has reached those states of enlightenment. But it's very dangerous if you're also not. It's probably just as dangerous as drugs. Some of those people that do those weird breathing methods, if you're not training your body to do it or putting yourself in a safe situation, like
Right.
because there's people that have died doing the Wim Hof method, and like I don't encourage that to people, just like I wouldn't encourage drugs to people. I always tell people like,
No.
God, what did I hear them doing? They were doing, and then religious people do this in like a sometimes they'll do it in like a sauna room or like a they'll do it inside of a teepee or something like that where they smoke out the room and do stuff like
It's a
that.
sweat lodge.
Yeah, sweat lodge. That's another form of it. But yeah, they do it in a bunch of different religions and call it a bunch of different things. But that's more Native American. It's the sweat lodge.
The sweat lodge is a Native American thing, and it's not in a teepee. Indians did not live in teepees.
I said tent.
Indians lived in huts.
I said tent to be fair.
No, Native Americans lived in huts. Nobody lived in a teepee. Nobody lived in a tent. That was all used for ritual things.
I bet they built boss ass tree houses though.
No,
No, I feel like there'd
no.
be pretty good. I feel like there'd be some pretty good tree houses. If you're gonna
They
build
probably
like
could.
a mud
They
agobe,
probably could.
at least you could build a cool tree house off the ground where you're not worried about as many predators. That makes a lot of sense.
That's like anybody that's out there doing deer hunting. They're up in tree stands. Fuck that. Get a tent that you have on the ground, take it, put it up in the tree.
Yeah, but you can't do that with mud huts if you're not doing actual teepees. If you have a teepee, you can take it up into the tree. But if you had a mud hut,
No, you can't.
it's not moving. Same with your log cabin.
You can't put a log cabin in a tree.
The you have a question in the chat, Michael. I don't know if you saw them coming through. From the impregnator on Kick, he says the guy in the top right corner is turning me on for some reason. Is he single? Happily married. All right.
Married with 2 children.
Oh, you know what causes that?
Having children?
You took that nickel from between your knees.
I don't know. This stork keeps dropping them off. I don't know what he keeps doing that for.
I'm not ordering them.
You're not
Yeah.
catalog ordering them, are you?
I don't even go on Amazon. I don't know.
Baby or us.
I don't know what it
Babies
is.
are us.
You mean to tell me that sex leads to pregnancy?
The mailman keeps dropping them off.
It's not the mailman's fault. It was the milkman that it turned into the mailman. It's just anybody that seems to visit these at-home wives. Now it's the Uber Eats guy.
You took your wife's nickel from between her knees.
I don't get the reference. What's the nickel between the knees reference? I don't get it.
Virginity.
Well, I don't know how this happened either. My
I
wife's
feel like
name
it's
is
worth more
Mary.
than a nickel.
The nickel is supposed to be the woman's virginity. Keep
I know,
your
I feel
nickel
like it's
between
worth
your
it.
knees.
That
I feel like you shouldn't devalue yourself like that. I feel like it's worth much more than a nickel. Washing.
Well, it's as big as a nickel.
Well, we aren't descended
Never
from
mind. Moving on.
Puritan.
Next question.
We weren't the Puritans who went to New England. We were
Oh,
most of,
yeah, the Irish and the Scottish and all that were all Celtic. Yeah, all they wanted to do was repopulate.
um
My biological donor is Irish, Scottish, English.
Wait. What'd you just call him? Your biological donor? What does that mean?
My I can't call him my dad and I can't call him a father because he was never there.
Okay, well, I'm just saying he still birthed you.
No, he didn't. He wasn't there.
Well, he created you. So
Doesn't make him.
He's my
I'm
donor.
not saying it makes him a father, or well, and some people have a different term when it comes to father or dad. Like your dad is the one that raised you. Some people say the dad is the one that raised you and cared for
Yes.
you. But you can say,
My
oh,
stepfather,
kill
my stepfather was my
birth
dad.
He's the reason that I'm here now is because of this fellow, even if he wasn't around.
Well, my mother was full-blooded Indian and my father was full-blooded asshole. So I'm an Indiho.
Sounds like hemorrhoids. A full-blooded.
I'm a weird kind of Irish.
Is there a normal kind of Irish?
Well, well, my Irish ancestry comes from a very kind of particular location, Dublin. So Dublin is very international. So it's like, although I am Irish, um, it's really mixed in with a lot of other stuff. So it's like
Yeah.
I feel
I'm
like
like
Dublin's the Chicago of Ireland.
yeah, it's like that.
I'm from the Kentucky, Indiana area, so
I'm like Viking and French and English and Hungarian, probably Russian,
my
American,
the man that helped
you know,
create me, his
Icelandic.
family is from Ireland, Scotland,
Hey, Noel, we got too much.
Austrian, Germany,
Can't follow all the conversation.
Poland,
Yeah,
and they all immigrated over to Wales.
yeah. Most of the Irish in America are West Coast Irish, which is it's a different gene pool than like East Coast Irish people.
West Coast here. That's a different gene pool.
Sorry, my church just made a comment.
I got a little bit of that in me, but it's mostly East Coast Irish, which is very different, and specifically Dublin, which is
My
it was
significant other said, "Way down yonder on the Tally Hooch."
No,
when you
the
were talking about
Chattahoochee, okay.
when GP was talking about Virginia.
Yeah,
I did
I'm
the
from
opposite.
I'm
though.
from a little town in Indiana, but my mom's family descends from Kentucky.
I did the opposite. I went from America to Ireland instead of.
I didn't know you started in America. You were Boston first, or Boston area, or?
I'm from Massachusetts. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I figured, well, there's so many Irish people here, I might as well go to Ireland and see what's so screwed up about the place. You know, like 50% of the towns in Massachusetts are some of the towns in Massachusetts are literally like 50% Irish people.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, there's so many Irish people here. I might as well go to Ireland and see what it's like.
I was talking to somebody about the working class in the Chicagoland area,
Mm,
and you'd be surprised. It's a majority Polish, like for the
mm,
working class, not as in like treated like not specialty workers, not like a like in Florida, it's Haitians that are treated badly. In other southern states, sometimes it's Hispanic or Mexican people that are treated badly in the working environment and paid like less than minimum wage, and that's why they do it. But Polish people in the Chicagoland area like thrive from construction work, and they're
Yep.
probably a pretty heavy influence on all the construction in the United States. I don't know if it's just the Chicagoland area. I wouldn't assume it was, but yeah, even the places I work in outside of Chicago, there's Polish radio stations and stuff like that. Like it's a lot more popular than people would think.
yep.
Hey, Jacob,
Yeah,
I'm eating my green eyeballs.
green eyeballs. Yeah, grapes.
No, my
Olives.
olives.
Oh, okay.
There were Irish people on the Mayflower.
Yeah, I assume so.
Yeah, there were, and plenty of them went back. To get,
No, I don't want to eat my own kind. Oh, you're gonna be a cannibal and eat my relatives.
They were on the Mayflower and what?
they went back.
Oh, because they didn't like it. Was
Yeah,
it
that's
too
true.
English? Was it too English when they got there?
Well, no, back in those days, Britain and Ireland were the same country, really. Like it was like Ireland was part of the United Kingdom, even.
So when did Ireland become independent?
Like 1920. It's a subject of debate, but there was a big revolution in 1916, which led to sort of independence, and then it gradually became more and more independent over like 1922 up to 1949, and even now there's still, part of Ireland is still in the United Kingdom.
Well, because I was still like under the impression even was Christopher Columbus French or what was he?
I heard he was I heard he was Jewish actually, but
Well, I just didn't know because
No, he was. His
then
ashes are back in Hispaniola.
well, I just know maybe he was from Spain. I just know that the English government didn't want to give him ships
yeah,
because of who he was and where he was coming from. I don't know exactly the place that he came from. It might have been Spain for all I know.
yeah, but I don't think he was Spanish. I think he was what's called a Sephardic Jew, which meant he wasn't actually like Hispanic. He was Jewish in Europe. And you can kind of tell if you look at his journals and stuff, you can see that they're not written in a European language. They're written in like a Semitic type of language.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, I think it was the Queen of Spain that eventually funded his voyage.
Well, no, the Queen of England eventually gave him ships to take, but it was after several tries. According
Hmm.
to whoever wrote the history books that we're reading about now, like the history of Christopher Columbus has changed a lot in the last 20 years
Yeah,
about what people think of him.
there's a lot been uncovered as well about things.
I don't
Yeah.
even think they're uncovering anything new as much as they're releasing more about it, and people are more upset about other things, and they don't look at it like we can all probably agree that Leif Erikson or
Yeah,
somebody like that was probably one of the first people to discover. That's why they say the Americas because what did he land? What did Christopher Columbus land in? Like the Caribbean or something?
I don't know.
The
I don't even
Bahamas
call it.
or
The
I
something
don't
like
even
Bahamas.
that.
call it.
Yeah.
I've stopped calling it America, but that's
But that's why, like saying the Americas, like if you
yeah.
call it, if you're referring to North and South America, that makes a little more sense. But it's not like you rolled up in fucking Virginia or Boston.
I'd like to know what
Right.
my wife's family called it before Europeans started going over there and calling it naming everything.
Well, it's just weird because if you think about where Roanoke was, and some of those lost tribes and like where they were landing,
Lost colony of Roanoke, yeah.
yeah, we had specific locations with those, and we knew where they were. Like, I think that's strange when you're talking about like Columbus, and you're like, oh yeah, he landed basically down by fucking Mexico, and we're trying to act like he discovered America.
Yeah, I guess we can't say that. I guess we can't say that Christopher Columbus was Jewish yet because he was a mass murderer. So we have to say that we can't say that Jews are mass murderers.
They actually think that Christopher Columbus was actually a pirate.
I mean, I think everybody at that time
Or
was.
we can't say that a Jew was a mass murderer. That would be, completely. That would be racist, right?
Bibi Netanyahu would not approve. You missed my earlier segment. In the next 2 weeks, they're going to release that Epstein was a CIA operative as well as Israeli intelligence.
And Mossad, yeah. Well, of course.
I had a debate with somebody the other day, and her family is Mossad, and she was like arguing with me about this. I was like, I know Ghislaine Maxwell's father was Robert Maxwell. And it's just like, how are we going to pretend that there's not a good chance that this lineage is just continuing on? And yeah, no, she got into a heated debate with me and then just left because I didn't agree with her. But she was trying to convince me that the Israeli government would never do anything without their people knowing. And
Exactly.
the U.S. government does that all the time. And I was like, no, I acknowledge, like, if the CIA comes out and they have some bullshit that they did, I have no problem acknowledging that. And I even opened up the conversation by saying, I don't blame the Israeli people for what their government does. And she goes, no, we are 100% responsible for everything our government does because we're a democracy and everybody in our military is also civilians and we take 100% responsibility. I'm like, all right, we're about to have a way different conversation than you thought it was going to be. I was like, because I don't agree with everything my government does. You're telling me you agree with everything your government does, regardless. Like, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no.
That's a bit strange.
Yeah, it was a very interesting conversation. And I also didn't know they had confidentiality agreements in Mossad. She's like, oh, it's been 20 years. I can talk about this now. And I'm like, you mean there was like a time limit when you like couldn't talk about it anymore? Like that alone was strange to me. I didn't realize that they put time limits on it.
Yeah, nobody told me about that when 9/11 happened. I started telling everybody it was fake right away.
Oh yeah, it was obvious.
Yeah, oh yeah. That because I've watched the videos. It bothers me because a friend of mine's husband was in the North Tower.
Well, it's because regardless, people lost lives. Like innocent people did lose their lives, but there could still be red flags around it that people should be able to question. Because I already know.
But what got me was the fire marshal went in, did their investigation, and they said the only way those steel beams could be twisted like that was if it was done from the inside. Jet fuel burns at so many degrees, so many thousands degrees. But it being detonated from the inside was what caused the steel beams to literally go from like this, twisted.
Well, the Bush family are all Satanists, so.
Well, and I don't even try to argue those sides. I try to argue it at simple things that are public knowledge. It's just like, oh, do you guys remember when the day
those
before,
planes were being flown remotely?
Well, regardless of that, Do you guys remember the day before when Rumsfeld came out and said, "Hey, the Pentagon lost all of this money. We don't want to tell you guys about it, but we're going to tell you guys about it." And then the next day, 9/11 happened, and you guys forgot all about Rumsfeld losing money. Hey, we're going to take some insurance claims out on these two buildings within 48 hours of both buildings being attacked, and then we're also going to file for a separate insurance claim for both buildings because each one was an individual building. Like, those are the kind of red flags that make me go, "Oh, okay, why? Like, why all of a sudden you have an
Yep.
insurance claim on both of these buildings?" Like, those are the red flags where
Yep.
I don't have to go, "Oh, it looked like a controlled demolition. It looked like
And
that."
that
And
whole
then
thing with the Pentagon being destroyed on one side.
the reason we went to the Middle East is because Bibi Netanyahu told George Bush and his administration that there was weapons of mass destruction in the Middle East.
Well, plus Bush is a Satanist, so
I mean, that's just
mean,
icing. That's what I'm saying. That's just the icing on the cake. I just look at the things that we can acknowledge, and that's enough red flag for me to go, okay, I'm going to question this because there's a lot of shit going on here that doesn't add up to the
Yep.
public narrative.
And with the way the buildings collapsed, they imploded on themselves. There's another red flag. When a
Have you
building
guys
is blown up from a foreign object, they actually had a plane go into the Empire State Building.
Wait, what? When did
Yeah,
that
a long time ago, back in the 20s. A
Oh.
plane went into the Empire State Building. It did not collapse.
well, Satanists love human sacrifice, so when
Nobody
you have one,
died in it, thank
when
goodness.
you have a Satanist as your president, he's going to want to sacrifice people.
There was an interesting interview when Donald Trump was talking about the Twin Towers, and he was talking about the beams that are inside of those compared to most other high rises, like the Empire State Building or something else, and they are actually meant to withstand those things. And it's just
Exactly.
like, we're built
Exactly.
to not have to deal with this problem.
George
Exactly.
Bush Jr. and Sr. were both members of Anton LaVey's Church of Satan in California, along with like Michael Jackson and like
Michael Jackson was a pedophile. I'm sorry.
he was a Satanist too. I mean that the Satanists are into worse stuff than pedophilia. They're into like human sacrifice and having sex with dead bodies that they just murdered and all this kind of stuff. I mean, if you look into, I didn't never looked into that too much, but
March 17th, 1930. Yep.
No,
hey,
you said
St. Patrick's Day.
hold on a second. You said it got attacked in the 20s. I was just letting you know it wasn't
Something like that. I couldn't remember the year that it happened, but a plane went in
built until 1930 because I think that's
the Empire State Building.
Yeah, it wasn't built until 1930, so it wasn't ever attacked in the 20s.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
But it had gone through the building, and it.
They always time that kind of stuff for on like certain days and things, March 17th, for instance.
There was a bunch of weird ones with the recent one with Charlie Kirk too.
Hey, did you know that? Did you notice how Benjamin Netanyahu made like 6 videos saying that he didn't kill Charlie Kirk? So
Yeah,
I can can definitely believe that.
So
Israel had nothing to do with Charlie Kirk's death.
So I was actually I don't know if I talked about it earlier. If I
6
was going
times.
to talk about it, the significance is that Benjamin Netanyahu tweeted about it before anybody in the United States tweeted about it. He let everybody know that Charlie Kirk had passed away when people in the White House were still telling people that he had a pulse at the hospital.
he wasn't even dead yet.
Yeah, how the fuck is okay? I hope nobody ever has to see that video, but I will tell you if you see that video, I can tell you
That video is graphic.
he didn't make it to the hospital.
No, he did not.
The video, you would know 100% certainty that kind of injury does not make it to the hospital and have a pulse
No,
you to the hospital.
no, no. There's no way.
Yeah, that was so graphic. Like, and I don't know enough about technology, and there was a lot of witnesses there, so I don't know. And even the witnesses are fucking weird. Like, there's this Steele family that every news agency is doing recordings on, and they had 16 family members there. It was like 7 adults, and the rest of them were children, and they all got split up, and they all have been doing interviews for the last couple weeks. And I just remember this 7-year-old girl talking about the jugular injury he took. And I'm like, how does this 7-year-old girl know that he took a shot to the jugular and was like talking like, I don't know. The whole thing doesn't make any sense. And then their family owns a bunch of factories in the area. And all of a sudden, these were the people that were getting interviewed. And apparently somebody in their family has a political influence. And they were at the event. Same with that one weird old man that stood up, who everybody that I've talked about with this guy, he seems to be as patsy as you can be a patsy, because it's like he was at 9/11. He was also at like all of these other very strange events that it's like 1 in like 2 billion that he would happen to be at that event as well. And then
Yeah.
and was like, I did it and I'll do it again. And then the FBI releases him within I don't know, 10 hours or something like that. And it's just like, you know what? I'm at this point in my life where I'm like, if somebody wants to stand up and say I murdered this person, okay, we're gonna let's charge him with it. I don't care. If you want to stand up and distract while a killer gets away, if that's the actual case that the FBI is telling us, if that's the case, if while this other kid was able to run off of a roof in 3 seconds after taking a shot, was able to scale all the way to the other side of a roof, disassemble his fucking rifle, and then leave the screwdriver up there that the FBI found, and then reassemble his rifle at some point, and then hide it in a wooded area, and then sit in his car and wait to pick up said rifle again while he confesses to his boyfriend, his trans boyfriend that's a furry, that the whole timeline of his events and how his boyfriend
Was his furry companion, the furry, was he also the man's service animal too?
I don't know. I say charge him. I say charge him with bestiality. I say charge him with murder. I say anybody who wants to be a furry, anybody that's dating a furry can now be charged with bestiality. You want to be a fucking animal? Sure. I'm gonna charge you with bestiality. I'm not playing these fucking games with people anymore. I'm not gonna hear your bullshit reason why you think you're a fox. Well, your boyfriend's arrested because he's been having sex with a fox. I'm sorry. Like,
Hey, Andre.
what up, Andre Little?
Have you seen the footage of the drone that took off from the Charlie Kirk murder scene right after he was shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The drone that took. It seems to me like it was done by some sort of high-powered laser drone.
You want to hear something crazy? Did you know that there's more than 20 states in the United States that don't allow you to fly drones to check out an area before you do an event? There's 20 states or more in the United States that don't allow you to do that. And
Virginia is one of them.
What was that?
Virginia is one of them.
Virginia's one of them? Yeah, that's crazy. So no political
You
people
have to
or
have
no
FAA.
Congress. I would
You have to file a flight.
What I'm saying is no political person and no bands or no anything should ever do concerts in your state until they realize that you should be allowed to check out an area before you have any political figure or any celebrity or anything like that going around, because people are fucking
Right.
crazy. Like, I don't understand why any celebrity would ever visit a city or a state that allows that shit. It's just like it would take 2 seconds for some. Like if you look at what happened with Donald Trump, or if you look at what happened with Charlie Kirk, if you would have thrown a fucking drone in the air, it's so cheap to do. They're fucking
Yep.
automated. You can do them from your phone now. And they
Yeah.
could have the. And I was at a concert 2 weeks ago, and that's what they were doing. The police were flying around drones because they didn't have enough foot traffic to cover a whole area, so they put something up in the air. It just makes sense.
We have drones that patrol our 4 lanes for speeding and all that,
Yeah.
but you have to file a flight plan with the FAA right here in Virginia. You cannot fly a drone without a flight plan from the FAA.
Yeah, usually anything over a certain weight, depending on the area you live in, has to be registered, or a certain size. So for my
Damn blue states.
municipality, I think it's 3 pounds. Anything over 3 pounds has to be registered with the because I have an airport in my town. So anything in my municipality has to be registered over 3 pounds.
Yep. We have an airport 30 minutes from here.
But
This is
registering
why I moved to Texas.
Well, registering isn't the difference. They still have safe space in Texas because airspace is regulated. As long as the airspace is regulated, then all states have rules. Like there's
Yep.
government buildings where the airspace above them, even in Texas, is regulated space.
Allegedly.
I mean,
Yeah.
Try convincing
if you
Texas
say
people.
allegedly, go get in a single prop engine and go fly over fucking the White House. See how it goes for you.
Well, you know,
Don't respond back when they try to touch base with you.
there's allegedly all this gun control stuff, but I don't see anything about it in the Constitution.
I don't see why there's any
Exactly.
reason.
Exactly.
I don't see why there's any reason to regulate guns inside of the Constitution.
Yeah,
Certain
but people say
states-
there's this, that, and the other.
Certain states have an open carry law. Okay. Like Pennsylvania, Texas. The state of Florida, you can't even get caught with a gun of any
It's-
size
In Florida,
without a
Florida just changed
license to go hunting.
no. In Florida, you can shoot somebody on your doorstep.
Yeah, Florida just changed to being
Yeah,
open carry.
they're on another level now. Florida, you can shoot somebody on your doorstep and not get charged.
Bullshit.
It's danger ground now.
Bullshit.
No, look
I
it up
have
right
a
now.
friend of mine who
No,
still
look it
lives
up.
in Florida.
Listen to what I'm
She
saying.
had an intruder
Listen to what I'm
go
saying.
through her attic
Listen to what I'm
vent.
saying for a second. It's a danger ground state now. That's why Mud Rabbit lives there. That's why a lot of other people live there. That's why my parents just moved out there. It's a danger ground state. You're allowed to own arms, and if somebody tries to break into your house, you can shoot them and kill them, and they will not charge you with anything.
A friend of
100%.
mine just had an intruder go through her attic ventilation system. The little vent on the front, the little decorative piece on the front of a house. He got up on her roof, went in through that little ventilation thing in her attic, fell through her attic, landed on her island, cut himself with a kitchen knife, and he sued her
Oh yeah.
and won.
I'm not saying that there's not flaws in the judicial system. That's a whole different thing. But Florida is a danger ground state. That's actually my mom in the chat. She's like, Florida's all good. she
Yes.
she would agree. Florida's a danger ground state now.
Yes, Florida has counseling laws. You can carry a gun with a permit.
What up, Sick? Good to see you, man.
Sorry, I heard that.
Hey,
and
Sick.
I had to interject. Hello there.
Besides, the real
Yes.
problem is the quantity
And
of bullets.
Georgia's a damn constitutional carry state now. I hate that decision with every fiber of my being, because that just means any old yahoo can walk around with a gun on their hip, whether they're a felon or not. Doesn't matter because you can't question them because that would be discriminative. I do not have any pleasure with that whatsoever.
To be fair, I think people should be able to own rocket launchers
Yeah.
and cannons and everything else. Because what Michael was saying was there's no
You can
restriction.
buy a tank.
I feel the same way. I think there should be no restrictions on arms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody can own a tank and drive down Main Street and take out everybody's cars.
if you wanna make an argument for mental health, that's fine.
In the Rotary.
But I'm gonna do it all across the board. Anybody identifying as a fox, anybody telling me that they're a man when they're a woman, you guys aren't gonna be able to buy a gun. Like, I'm sorry, you don't get to own arms. There's clearly a mental illness going on. And if people want to be mad at me for that, that's fine. But I think people should restrict this stuff when it comes to mental illness. I don't know. There's an argument for it for
Oh.
felonies, depending on
I watched a guy on YouTube last night. Check this out. There was a guy who posted a video on YouTube last night. He got pulled over by a cop, told the cop that he identified as a cat. Now, the cop was being nice. He asked for the guy's, license and registration and insurance and all that. And the guy was being a complete smartass to the cop. Told him that I identify as a cat. I don't have to have a license, but here's my collar. That's my identification.
Here's the problem, sir. Cats aren't allowed to drive.
The cop ended up telling the guy that he can do this either one or two ways. He can call animal control. Animal control could come out, take the guy to the pound, and his owner, which was the guy in the passenger seat, could pick him up at the pound for $70.
Well, technically, if the cop really wanted to be a smartass,
and then he turns around and says to the guy, because you identify as a cat, cats are not permitted to drive a motor vehicle.
Yeah,
so which is it going to be? You continue to identify yourself as a cat and get shipped to the... Or you can be arrested for hindering law enforcement from doing their job. Which choice do you want to take? Go to the pound and be bonded out at the pound for $70? Or do you want to go to jail for hindering an officer and it be on your record? And the guy in the passenger seat busted out laughing his ass off. He tells the guy, dude, give him your driver's license and, I'll get your tag and all, or your registration and your insurance out of the glove compartment.
I would have told him, are you guys dating? Because you're going to jail for bestiality with your cat boyfriend. And that's what I'm saying. Cop didn't take it far enough.
Yeah, that's true. He could have been a real dick and did that.
I think we play into mental illness way too much nowadays.
But now they're saying people that identify themselves as a furry can also be used technically on airplanes as service animals.
That's so beyond the scope of comprehension. It's just like, all right, if I had a schizophrenic uncle and he told me he saw people, in his room that weren't there, it wouldn't do me any good to say, yeah, those people are there. You're right, man. Like, I don't know why we are perpetuating delusion and then pretending it's not a problem. Like any other mental illness would be treated way different. I'm not sure why this is okay.
The school system here is trying to do that whole identify yourself as whatever you want. They expelled my son for being having anger management issues and what was it?
I can't believe how funny this
Public-
gets. It's like,
Public nudity or some crap like that. Because
Okay,
he
I would-
whipped his thing out and told the
Okay.
teacher at
To be
the
fair,
auditorium thing that he identified himself as a boy as what God created him.
to be fair, if he whips his wiener out at a school event, there's a good chance he's going to get arrested, regardless of what he says afterwards.
He didn't get arrested. They just
No.
expelled him.
Because he was a child. If anybody would have would have been you. But if he's in school, yeah, that's a good reason for expulsion. You probably can't whip anything of your privates out.
Hey,
I could see why he would get behavior things off of that, as well as other repercussions.
some
It
kid
makes
followed
sense.
him out and said something smart. And my son turned around, punched him in the mouth, and knocked out 3 of his teeth.
I wonder why there was behavior issues.
My son's just like his mama.
I get it, but yeah, I would tell people I would tell people to school their own kids if you have a problem with the public school system and the way that they're doing it, because we're putting them into these systems and expecting good results, and it's just like, oh, okay.
I mean, if a grown ass man says, I identify as a woman, that means he can go into the bathroom with your child.
No, that's not.
That's the whole point.
well, not really, because you shouldn't let your child go in the bathroom by themselves.
At a school.
But well, and there's teachers that are identifying like this and being accepted to do it.
I
There's-
guess. I don't
There's
know.
a
I just
there's a
homeschooled
teacher
my kids, so-
specifically in Boston, Michael.
There was a girl
went
that
in. He's a
there was
shop
a girl
teacher. No, this is a
here.
good story. He's a shop
she
teacher
said
from
she
And
said
he
that
went and
she
got himself-
identified as a cat and she wanted a litter box in the classroom.
So there's a shop teacher in Boston that went and got huge fake tits put on himself and started identifying as a woman. He didn't do anything else but get fake tits. And yeah, he was responsible for children after that. And it's
Yeah.
just like, dude, I don't get where the world has gone. And we're accepting all of this. And like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to play into delusion anymore. I've gotten to
Yeah.
a point in my life where I'm like, you can do your own thing, but just don't expect other people to, cater
That's
to
Boston, though. I grew up in Boston, and I can tell you, it's been like that my entire life. It's like it's absurd. The sense of humor with Boston people is just sometimes so ridiculous that it's like it's and it's so deadpan that it's like.
I'm trying not to hit it and I still hit it.
But if you don't know that it's a joke, you'll take it seriously, and that's the joke in and of itself. The joke is getting people to take it seriously.
Do you ever follow Bill Burr?
It's like I know 1,000 guys like Bill Burr. He's like just basically.
Well, it's like a lot of people think because
Mm-hmm.
somebody's abrasive and they're from Boston and they got that like New York style of abrasiveness, but it's way
Nice.
different political views and way
Hey,
different
I'm
ideas.
walking here.
And a lot of people
It's-
don't expect that.
Park
Yeah,
the car in
it's-
Harvard
it's-
Yard.
Yeah, it's not like New York at all. Boston is a lot more like European than New York,
That's true.
and the sense of humor
With my ancestors.
is
You
it's a lot
broken,
like
carnivorous bitch.
something like I don't know. You have you ever seen Monty Python? You know Monty Python from England.
Uh-huh.
That's Boston humor as well. Like
Yeah.
Boston has had a huge influence on Europe because of the
Oh,
hundreds
God.
of years of cultural crossover. In fact, when English people drop their R's, they say like ka, pak.
Car park,
That started.
Harvard.
Yeah, that started in Boston.
Yeah.
It actually started. So there's a lot of stuff that's thought of as English that is actually, started off in America.
Sorry, I had to put my arm back up in homemade
I hate
sling.
to say this, but you know where those people in Boston are from, right?
Well, I'm from Boston. So.
Europe.
Um,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
The first settlers of this land came over into the New England area.
Well, Virginia.
That's where it all
Actually.
started.
I was gonna say, yeah, Virginia,
Virginia,
Jamestown,
Virginia, actually, but
Virginia,
Yeah, blame it all
or
on
as
Europeans as
or
well.
as I call it, Virginia.
um,
A little place called Plymouth Rock. You guys might have heard of, but okay.
yeah, Boston's not in, Boston's not in Europe though, you know, so it's not really.
Oh, but oh, okay.
God, my poor
The
hand.
hell? What did you do to
Boston
your
has
hand?
evolved since its original founding, but yes, founded by all Europeans.
Evolve.
In
Evolve.
there,
I'm European, but I'm not from Europe.
I know. You're from
You're just
there was but a good example that you even made, Michael, was the Irish that came. They turned around and left. It was
That was
mostly just
yeah.
the English that stayed and settled there and
Oh,
wanted to
plenty of
evolve it
the
into what we now call America.
plenty of the English went back as well, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you look at the history, because I mean, my family are from, you know, I'm descended from those people, so I know the history. Um, they've gone back and forth and back and forth and back and forth for what 600 years now or something. I have recent ancestry on both sides of the Atlantic because of just going back and forth and back and forth. So it's almost like they left one place and never really ended up anywhere because they went to North America to settle there, but they couldn't settle there, so they went back to Europe, and then they couldn't settle there, so they went back to America, and they couldn't settle there, so they, and then they tried Australia, and that didn't work either, and then they tried other places, and that didn't work. So it's almost like
They got put in Australia, or they got
well, they
they
went
had the option to go there.
the ones I'm descended from brought people to Australia, but and
Okay.
left them there.
I was like, is that before or after they were a prison colony?
It's
Pretty
almost
sure
like
that's where Europe sent all of the people they didn't
yeah,
like.
it's almost like we don't have anywhere, you know, it just the Atlantic Ocean or something basically. Like we live in the ocean and now we live in airplanes basically. It's like
Zero. Good point. I'd like to shout out Rabbi Portnoy. He's a good man. Rabbi Portnoy is a very good man. He said, "Yeah, I've seen a guy named Dave Portnoy. I think he's from Boston, and his type of humor is something. Yeah, he's the one who does. He works. He used to work for Barstool Sports. I don't know if he works for them anymore, but he used to go around and like try pizzas in every town, and he would do like a one bite, and he would like rate it. And yeah, he went to one of my local pizza places and rated it pretty high. I was pretty happy about that. He likes our pizza place. I think we got like an 8 out of 10, which is pretty good.
you don't want to
Can't
come
complain.
here.
and the
Well,
more
no.
people
In the Chicagoland area, I would expect more, or maybe New York. New York's got good pizza. Chicagoland's got good pizza. But I
Don't
don't
come to
know.
Virginia. Virginia's got no good pizza.
We got good pizza. Yeah.
Florida's got surprisingly good pizza. They do a lot of brick oven pizzas and stuff in Florida.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And you can't compare Italian.
that's good. There are a lot of northerners in Florida, so there you go.
That's true. A lot of snow bunnies.
I used to live in Florida for a little while.
I did too. I lived in Florida from 1986 until 2009.
I was in
The
Tampa,
first
and
place,
it's
first
it's
time I ever found out that houses had bathrooms was 1986 in Florida.
I lived in Tampa during high school, and where I was, it was all just Northerners. There was hardly any Southerners at all. So it was we called it a Yankee ghetto.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody was
nowadays
born. Nobody's
everybody
born in Florida. You're
nowadays
all
everybody
just
calls it like
transplants.
What?
snow bunnies from the north. Most of them are just people trying to escape the cold weather. I felt the same
Yeah,
way with nowadays. It's more Texas. Like you'll see people leaving
we
California and other
love
places
it.
going more towards Texas.
It's a dry heat.
There's a
To
lot
be
of
fair,
military stuff in. Well, that's why we were there anyway. There's military stuff in the Tampa. At least there was advanced tech military stuff in the Tampa area. Like
Zero.
teleport.
Nobody's born in Florida.
he said that he's
Everybody's
like
a
I was actually.
transplant.
He said I
A
was
lot of
actually
people are
born
born
in
in
Florida.
Florida, but okay.
Zero.
Weird statement to make.
I'm not a big fan of deep dish. I don't like a pizza where they just pour sauce on the top of it, like it's a bowl. Like I'm just not a big fan of deep dish. I'm more of a New York style pizza. I like a thin crust and like a big flat piece of pizza. I don't like
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
buddy.
not a big deep dish fan. They got
Deep dish for
rosatis and
life,
shit all over
baby.
here. But yeah, the biggest shout outs you can give from Chicago when it comes to restaurants are usually like Rosati's is like our pizza go to that's kind of like world renowned. And then I would say like Portillo's. Portillo's is probably the other one that everybody knows.
Never been to Giovanni's?
Giovanni's is out there, but it's not as popular as Portillo's.
Fair enough.
Portillo's was really popular in the Chicagoland area, especially because they started with dogs and then they moved into like Italian beefs. I was thinking more along like Italian
What do you
food.
keep saying Chicago land? Were you in the Chicago area or out there in Chicago land?
I'm in the Chicagoland area. I live about 45 minutes outside of Chicago.
Oh, I was out there in Riverdale. Um, Jesus Christ, what was it, about 10, 15 minutes from Chicago?
Yeah, Riverdale's pretty close. That's a suburb. That's a rich suburb.
Yeah, some parts.
You're a
No,
little
I'm just
ways
saying
away from the Wabash River.
I live in cornfields. Like it's not like the Chicagoland area in that sense.
Yeah, I know you down there like near like damn near Joliet and shit.
Even farther than Joliet. Yes, but I know where
Jesus
Joliet is.
Christ, you way out.
But no,
Hey,
no, no. Like the two biggest places that Illinois is known for, like mini Chicago, is known as Rockford. Have you ever heard of Rockford, Illinois? You're a
Yeah.
driver.
Yep.
I assume you have. Rockford,
Yeah, I know
Illinois.
Rockford.
I'm in between Rockford, Illinois, and Chicago.
Oh, okay, you out that
They're
way.
both
Oh,
about
okay.
they're both about a half hour away from me.
Hey,
Just
Jamestown was founded in 1607. So there you go.
So
okay.
that's pretty early. So it was what
Plymouth,
100 and
that was
150 years before the
Holy crap.
150
It's
years
the
before
remake of
the
the fog.
Constitution was even thought of.
yeah, like 15, almost 15 years before Plymouth and Boston and other old so-called American places.
So-called American places.
Well,
I
we
would
call
tell
it America, but what was it before we started calling it America?
Zero.
That's
I
what
would tell
I'm.
everybody to
I don't
try
know.
it.
Ask an Indian. That's a great question. I mean, that seriously is a question I've always wondered. What did the
But
native
that's like
people call this land?
ask an Indian. Ask an Indian is like okay, each single tribe would call it
Ask,
something different,
Yeah,
and
ask
none of
them.
right.
them got along. Like a lot of
Ask them. Do
people,
they want to be called Indians?
We'll be
right?
here all
Exactly.
day. Oh, I'm
Exactly.
sorry. The natives. Sorry.
Well, no, but
I
that's
should know
it's not
better, though.
even. No, it's actually the opposite of woke. It's more the idea of are we going to accept the idea that all of these people would like to be called the same thing? None of them got along with each other. They were all killing each other as well. Like I'm not going to pretend that Native Americans were safe, peace-loving people and that Europeans
No.
came in and wiped them out. That's not what happened.
They're not
No.
even Americans, really.
Well,
Well, they were doing just
white
fine
men
till you
did not
crackers
help
and
matters
us
any.
Negroes got over here.
No, the Spanish. So here's the more historical, accurate recollection of it. Basically, we were sent down to where the Alamo was because the Spanish were fighting the Native Americans all the time, and they basically were like, "Hey, Europeans, come down here and fight the Native
Give
Americans
us a
for us."
hand.
And they expected us to die. And when we didn't die, that's when the Spanish were like, "Hey, can we have that land back now?" And then we're like, no, like we
No.
just defended it, and like now we want it. And then we got in a fight with the Spanish, and then we started taking their property as well. Like we were just warring. Everybody was doing that. It was the same with the Vikings. Like that's what we've done for the longest time in society. Humans are finally getting to a point where we don't have to conquer everything, but now we just do it in sexcapades rather than destroying people. I think that's how people make notoriety now.
No, you guys just give everybody STDs.
Yeah.
Good old sex and violence. Yes.
What did they say? Who was he a Chinese leader? Was it Genghis Khan? That they said
Genghis
that the
Khan
majority
was a
of the
Mongol.
people.
Yeah, he's Mongolian.
The majority of society is probably related to Genghis Khan because of his sexcapades.
Oh
And how
God,
many people?
yes.
Yeah. Minus like the bottlenecking in Europe and all of these other stuff
Hey,
that bottleneck society.
Peter Rabbit found out that he had Mongolian in him.
Everybody got a little bit of Mongolian in there.
No.
You know, Genghis Khan invented freedom
Genghis
of
Khan
religion.
was a fucking whore.
He invented freedom of religion.
He was the first.
Yeah, he was the founder of the freedom of religion. Yes.
Yeah, he was the first leader to give his people in his domain the choice to adhere to one religion or another, and also made it so that nobody could force a person to be one religion or another, and
Exactly.
they had to respect that choice. That was his idea. Interesting.
Zero. I would tell everybody to try deep dish pizza. I would just tell you it's like for me because I don't like acidic foods. I just don't like a lot of sauce on my stuff. Like I don't like a lot of red
I don't
sauce,
either.
specifically like tomato sauce. Like
Yeah, that was not a
Okay.
European thing.
That explains the New York style love then. Okay, I got you.
yeah, exactly. Like I would tell everybody to try a deep dish pizza. I wouldn't tell anybody not to try it. And I understand why there's a lot of hype around it. I just I don't like Italian food that much. To be fair, I love the bread. I love the cheese, but and I love garlic and stuff like that. I just don't love an overabundance of acidic tomato sauce.
Fair enough.
My son loved garlic too, but he couldn't have it. He was allergic to it.
He's probably a vampire.
He
I
was
like
my
potatoes.
little vampire. Is right. And what happened to my hand was our dog Fang got loose today. He broke his chain again.
Again.
And yeah, fourth time he's broke his damn chain.
Gonna need to pick
And
a
I
boat.
went to grab his collar and he attacked me.
Oh, time to
Really
put old
good
Yeller down.
No,
I
he's
wouldn't say all that.
he didn't understand what was going on. He was scared and he was excited to be able to run around and blah, explore his neighborhood. I went to reach down to get him and I was scolding him and it happens.
That means there's a power.
How long have you had this dog?
There's a power
He's
dynamic
only a
going
year
on.
old.
Sick. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter. There's
time
a
to put him
power
down.
No. Don't put him
No,
down.
it's not
But
time
there's
to put him down. I'm just he doesn't understand when he's getting scolded and he's all excited about his neighborhood and
Plus, he didn't really like
GP.
he
I need
didn't
to
really
come train your dog.
GP.
He
Do you
didn't
let your
really
dog on?
fight,
great.
but
Hold on a
he
second.
scraped his teeth across my arm.
Hold on a second. Do you let your
train him.
dog? Do you let your dog on your couch?
I don't have a couch.
Do you let your dog in your bed with
He
you?
don't, he don't go into David's.
Do you let your dog in your bed with you?
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Yes, I can.
You can do it, but
I'm training him
your
to
dog.
be. I'm training him to
But
be a
don't
service
be.
animal. You have
That's
to
not how
let.
that works.
Well, you got a long way to go
That's
if he's
not how that
biting
works.
you.
You gotta
He didn't
understand. You
really
gotta
bite.
understand how.
He scraped his teeth across my arm.
You gotta understand that animals have a hierarchy, and if you tell them that they're equal to you and can sleep in the same bed with you, and that you're establishing the boundaries that you establish with your animal. That's not how it works with a service animal. A service animal doesn't sleep in the bed with the person they're taking care of. They're waiting by the side of the person that they're taking care of. They don't sleep in the same bed.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
We'll agree to disagree, but you'll never be able to train a dog like that and expect it to respect you.
He's learning. He really is. He's learning. He didn't really bite. He, like I said, he just scraped me with his teeth.
I can show you 30 videos of all different owners right now that let their animals up in their bed, and then they didn't understand why the animal was aggressive to them.
But
No, he's got a point. I've all
Like,
the
go show him
ones
his
I've
teeth. He's getting
trained.
aggressive.
Could you hold off on the guitar for a second? Fucking hell. Of all the animals I've trained, yeah, I've never let one sleep in the bed with me. They have to know who is king shit. They have to know.
he sleeps. He sleeps at the foot of the bed.
Play us a song, sir. What you got? Play some Skinner.
You're the second person to ask for Skinner tonight.
I'm
It's
more
just the thing to scream, man. Play some Skinner. I've gone to
See somebody
piano
on a-
recitals.
You
Play
see
some
somebody on a
Skinner.
skateboard. Do
I
an
don't do
ollie.
that. I don't do that redneck shit.
Hey,
You ain't no southerner in there, boss. Oh yeah, you said you're from Boston. Okay, never
Damn right.
mind. Damn Yankee.
I'll come shoot your ass.
You come on down here if you want to, boy. I bet I got more guns than you on me right now than you got in your
Hey.
house.
Yeah. My people freed your people.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
hey, I had family
Bostonians.
on both sides, the Confederate and the Union. So hush.
Oh, you're on the Mason-Dixon
never-
line.
I never understood that with people in the South and why they would make an argument for slavery, because you're talking about the 1%. The majority of people in the South never owned slaves. Like, they have no idea what it was like to own a slave. It was literally like the
it
1%
wasn't a
that we talk
majority,
about today.
yeah.
They never actually even had the ability to be that rich.
Hey,
Yeah.
Like,
I had
it's so silly.
ancestors
It's so
that had
silly.
slaves. The first slave owner was a black man. I'm sorry.
I don't have any Confederates in my family tree.
I've got Confederate and Union soldiers as ancestors.
I'm just a damn Yankee.
Yeah.
Just a
My
damn
family
Irish
tree
Yankee.
is southern as shit and it doesn't fork. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, everybody's got their problems.
Oh.
I came out all right. I'm one of the good ones, I promise.
Hey,
I'm so
I'm
so
on the
northern.
line here.
I'm so
I'm on the
northern.
line.
I'm Canadian.
I can't argue with them, and I can't argue with that side.
I think Zero. I think cats are a lot different. Cats are very much. Each cat has its own personality. I don't know if there's other cat people, but cats are way different than dogs, and dogs are a lot more simple-minded than cats. And I think they're a lot more.
He's
They're a
heading
lot
back to
more
work after he checked on his
instinctual.
big old wife, who,
Never
when she
owned a
goes out on the
cat.
riding lawnmower, you can't see the lawnmower. All you see is the little wheels trying to.
I
wouldn't
can
know what
play
to
Eddie
do
Van
with a
Halen.
cat.
Jimi
I just
Hendrix.
wouldn't know what to do.
Andre said, "Hey, Michael Macintosh. So you not running for president anymore?"
No, because you either got to be a pedophile or a cross-dresser. I'm not into either of those. So
Come on, hang out in Chicago for a little while. We'll get you on our side. You just don't have enough depravity in your life.
Trump is a pedophile. He went into one of his buildings where they were doing a teen pageant and walked into the changing room where all the girls were changing.
So to be fair,
So
to
that
be
makes
fair,
him a pedophile?
the claim. Hold on. The claim you just made, and then the statement that you said after it was just crazy. So yeah, he was doing Miss America pageants. There was no children there. If he was to walk into a dressing room, that's bad on its own. But to claim that they were all children that they were putting on TV, that's a different claim. I don't think
It
that
was
makes him a.
teenage girls.
Oh no, she
It
watches
was teenage
CNN.
girls.
I'm just saying, to claim somebody as a pedophile, you'd probably have to
Yeah.
have,
Some
it's like if I called
evidence?
you, it's like if I called you a racist. There kind of has to be some merit behind it. Otherwise, it's just saying things into the ether.
I'm
you're
an
a
equal
racist.
opportunity offender, so
That
I don't
doesn't
offend
even
one without
match up
offending
to what
everybody
you're
else.
saying. That's not offending. That's just making bold claims of no legality or merit.
How
And
many
I don't know if you
videos?
heard. I don't know if you heard my claim earlier, GP. So in the next 2 weeks, you're going to find out that Donald Trump has no involvement with the Epstein files as we know them, and you're going to find out a lot more about his involvement with the CIA as well as Israeli intelligence. And you're going to realize that Donald Trump wasn't as bad as everybody made him out to be. But just wait, it's coming.
Like I said, I'm an equal opportunity offender. I don't care.
Oh, I agree, and I still stand by this.
I offend
Even
everybody.
if they find out that Trump's guilty of doing something, I'm all about burying him under the prison. I'm cool with castration. I'm cool with all those things. If you find out that he was hurting
Castration,
young
hell,
women or
take his ass
children,
out in the woods and
no,
hog
no, no,
tie him
not
and then cut him off with a pair of rusty tin snips.
no, GP. This is something that has to be televised. I'm not going to take anybody out into the woods for this because then you turn into Obama throwing Osama bin Laden off of a boat. Like I want to see footage of these
Not a
things.
boat,
I
it's a
want to know
ship.
what happened. I don't care. I don't care
Same
what it was.
thing.
No,
My
it's
thing
not.
is,
You
you
can
guys.
put a boat
The
on a ship,
same
but you cannot put a
thing.
ship on a boat.
I don't care if it was a fucking dinghy. He should have done it on TV. Is what I'm saying.
Every ship is a boat, but not every boat
No,
is
it's
a
not.
ship. Same thing, though. It is a
No, it's not.
water-dwelling
You can put a
vessel.
boat on a ship, but you cannot
It
put a
is a
ship onto a little
it is a
boat.
water-faring vessel.
It don't matter. Trust me, I live with a Navy man, and I had to correct myself quite a few times saying
Okay,
ship to boat.
let's use the
I don't give a
best
shit.
example we probably can. The Love Boat. Soon will be make. Would you call that a ship?
That's a ship.
So why did
I'd call
the
that a
theme
stage.
song call it a boat?
I call it a
Because it's
stage,
TV.
not a real boat.
It's a scurvy.
What's the name of it?
Hell, the U.S. Brig Niagara was a ship for crying out loud. People call it a boat, and it's not. It was a warship.
See, you're going off of naval
Wait,
logic. You
wait.
said
No,
you
no.
had the
Let's
friend
try
or
to
whatever.
relate this all together. Do you call the Kubrick film a moon landing, or do you call it a film?
I don't know. It just depends.
What?
Because I really don't think the moon landing actually happened. I think it happened on a fucking set.
So there would be an easy answer to that of what I just said. What did you just send me? The Young Astronauts Band Camp?
We
Got a band
landed.
camp now?
This is my
We
new single.
landed on the moon.
It's called "Release the Epstein Files."
Can we play it?
Yeah,
You giving us permission?
of course.
Okay, sweet.
You can listen to it later if you like.
Here we go. This is some of Michael's music. I don't know
This
if
is a
YouTube's gonna flag us, but we'll find out.
brand new song.
How long
It's like
ago
three,
did you release it?
a couple of days ago. Actually, it's not even released yet officially. It will be released on
October 1st.
October
It
1st.
says from Roos released October 1st. Yeah, we got a little bit. Here we go.
Shadows move where the light won't crawl. Locked up secrets behind the steel wall.
This is Crystal.
Who holds the key? Who writes the fall? Release the files. Break the chains. Let the
Oh, yeah.
truth pour like summer rains. No more whispers. No more games. Release the files. Call their names. A list of ghosts dancing in the dark. Every name leaves a burning mark. Do they tremble when the silence sparks? Who decides what we can know? Who's the hand behind the show?
I hear the real reason the files haven't been released is because Obama's in them.
Release the files! Break the chain!
Sorry, I had it going. You want me to pause it for a
That
minute?
happened.
So that was your wife, Crystal, that's doing the audio.
She's
I mean the vocals.
the vocalist, yeah.
Okay,
And I did all the music.
nice. Okay,
That
so
was
I
a
gotta
pretty
ask.
good song. I
No,
liked
it
it.
is a great song, and a couple people in the chat were like, "This is actually pretty good." They're kind of surprised. I have to ask about this because Andre's messaging about it. Let Macintosh know I didn't do anything. My friends did it. Well, Andre, either what are you talking about, or I'll ask Michael if he has any idea what you're talking about, because I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't know what friends you're referring to. But
Okay.
yeah,
Whatever,
putting
man.
that out there. Yeah, not a bad song. I really like the beat of it. It was actually
I
kind of
do
catchy.
too. That was a good song. I liked it. I really did. Can I get it on Spotify?
It'll be out in a few days on there. Yeah, it will be.
Or if you're aggressive, just click that private chat. At least you can listen to it there for a minute.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not
We
posting
just
it
hang
publicly
around.
because it's not released yet. But anybody that happens to be on the panel with us can see what Michael posted in the back chat. But nobody else can, because I'm not going to do it until Michael does.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh no, I'm not. You can really share music. I'm not going to be.
Are you still
I don't wanna
on
take any
Facebook, Michael?
Ooh.
Yeah, they haven't kicked me off yet. Even
Okay.
though
It is a
I
constant
talked,
battle with Facebook. You'll have to probably get whatever current channel he has, because I don't know the last time you saw him on Facebook.
even though I talk endless amounts of crap about Israel.
That's not what does it. I would assume.
Oh, hell.
It's a one-on-one
Facebook is
comment.
letting people put nudity on there. So
Yeah, but you
what
can
the
do that.
hell?
Just don't say anything about genocide or Palestine or any of that stuff.
That confused the fuck out of me. How like YouTube, you didn't see any of the footage of what actually happened to Charlie Kirk on YouTube, but if you went on Facebook, you could watch the whole video,
Exactly.
and it's all
Exactly.
gory content. And I'm like, this is wild. Why is this allowed on Facebook, but other things aren't? It almost makes you think that people are putting things in front of you for a reason. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Strange.
Have you
Yeah,
ever
check it
noticed that
out.
the colors on Facebook are the same as the Israeli flag?
Don't make these correlations with me. I don't like them.
Yeah,
It
I'm
makes
sorry.
me feel
Blue and
uncomfortable.
white.
I notice things too
Really?
much. That's the
I
That's your
miss
conspiracy theory.
the garbage can. Oh
Yeah,
my
what's up,
God.
Jacob? What's up?
What up,
No,
Simon?
Hey, Simon.
Our
what's up?
English correspondent has turned up. So what do you think?
Yes.
What do you think about the settlement of the United States? Would you have
you're
came over on one of the early ships? And
you're English.
Allegedly.
We done this in like 1844. Okay, so
it was long before 1844.
yeah. I mean, yeah,
I mean,
that's right.
the United States was the Constitution was written in 1776. So I
You know
assume
what?
the
You know,
British
you
people
know,
that came over.
you know what's so funny about this? Why we people that are supposed to sit around and make a peace deal? You know, because it's
What?
like, what are you talking about, bro? Shut.
What peace deal are you talking about? Where I'm
Yeah,
lost.
what are you talking about?
What happened in the 1800s that you're talking about?
Like we partitioned, we partitioned the whole thing. So that's the whole cause. They going,
No.
oh,
No,
it's
no,
Are you
no.
talking
God,
about the peace treaty from Morocco? What are you talking about?
Gaza, and
Gaza.
Gaza.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, well, you ain't heard of Gaza?
Yeah, we've heard of
I've
Gaza.
heard of it. I
We were
don't know this
talking
peace
about
treaty
we
you're
were
talking
talking
about.
about the establishment of the United States.
I thought we were talking about Nigeria.
I just got a message on my phone. It said Simon's drunk again.
It's no, I ain't drunk. What is this? This fool turned around and checked. Like I don't understand what he's saying. Like he's saying some Nigeria shit. Well, we're talking about some real
We
stuff.
didn't talk about
okay?
Nigeria at all.
He did. He put it out. He's like, "Oh, it's Nigeria."
I
Oh.
I I thought we were talking about Nigeria. I don't know.
Nah, we're talking about
Nope.
I thought we were
Gaza.
talking about Nigeria. I thought we were talking about the United States and the settlement of the United States. And I was like, here's our European correspondent to talk to us about when the Europeans came over to America. And then we started talking about Gaza. I don't know how
No
we got to
European.
Gaza, but we can go back to the Jews. What's going on in Gaza?
Wow, you can't do that. You can't say the Jews, girl.
The Jews?
Why not?
You can't say that.
The Jewish people? What
What?
would you like me to say?
Jacob, please, come on. Don't let me do this. But
All right, sorry.
seriously,
Transition.
please.
We'll talk about the Muslims in the UK. How's that going?
There's no Muslims in the UK.
There's
a
no
whole
Muslims in the UK?
Really?
Yeah, that's a whole misdemeanor. Like a whole misdemeanor. You know what I'm saying? Like people like
Misdemeanor. I thought misdemeanor was something that you get when you get arrested.
I'm just saying, like, you know, people seem to have this perception, but it's cool. It's like, yo, you know what I mean? I don't know what you want to do about it. At the end of the day, the Muslims, you know, they don't act like that, bro. You feel I don't hear you?
Trying to figure out what the hell you're
so
trying
I
to
gotta-
decipher. You're drunk.
I ain't nothing.
So
I ain't
Simon,
nothing.
Yes, you're correct. You are nothing. But I'm trying to decipher what you're saying.
Simon, I gotta interject. Okay. Since we're all here, we're talking about the UK. I pulled up statistics. I said, "What's the most popular child's name in the UK?" Apparently, it's Muhammad. Tops the list of boys' names for the second year running.
Wow.
It's a very European name. How did they come up with Muhammad?
Drag that shit back down and we could talk.
Hey, you want to know something really interesting about the name Muhammad?
What's the interesting thing about Muhammad?
Well, speaking as an sort of Irish British American, I've studied a lot of the Irish language, right? So I know a bit, and in the Irish language,
like Celtic, or what did they speak?
well,
Gaelic?
You can't take this dude at face value because he's saying Irish. What
says this
Simon? Simon, the most popular name in
Really?
the UK is still Muhammad. So you let me know when there's Muslim people there, okay?
You know what I'm talking about.
But anyway, back to what Michael was talking about.
Well, what do you see? Yeah, in the Irish language, which is a Gaelic language, which Scottish and
Gaelic.
Welsh
Okay.
and other languages are sort of like Spanish and,
come on.
sort of like Spanish and Italian and Portuguese are all Latin languages.
Why can't you go and get a tutor? Because at the end of the day, right now, how you talking?
You're drunk.
You're trying to convince
soberly.
You're trying to convince.
Simon, let me give you a little. Let me give you a little middle ground. Michael is an Irish citizen.
Okay, I understand that, but I'm just saying the way he's.
I'm just saying. So you were talking about touring and stuff like that. He's from Ireland. That's why he was talking on this stuff.
He is not from Ireland. He's bullshitting you, like seriously.
And you're not from England.
Citizen.
Okay, you see how that works?
And you're not English, so.
Yeah, you see how that works?
That's
Make accusations.
I can tell when someone's from Ireland. Like he ain't from
Ireland.
Oh,
you can.
Oh, you can, huh?
You can't even tell your vowels from your consonants right now. What the hell are you talking about?
I just snitched it. I snitched, okay?
Spit it out, motherfucker. God damn.
Look, you can try and look, this is my boy, this is Jacob, okay? You can't come over here and try and act.
No, leave Jacob out of this.
You're trying.
Simon.
You're trying to tough.
You came over and started acting like this. To be fair, would you like me to bring up the Muhammad thing again?
Oh, Muhammad. Anyway, the name Muhammad in the Irish language means my idiot.
Wow. How does that make sense? How does that make sense?
Why did I agree with what he said.
If you were actually English, you might have know this.
Michael, I was asking a question. I was wondering, how did they come up with that for the dialect of it?
Well, I'm not sure, but the Irish language is older than Islam, of course. It's thousands of years old, and Islam is not.
Yes.
But if you break down the word Muhammad in Irish, ma means my. Hamadan means idiot. So Mohammedan means like my idiot. So it's very interesting. It's almost as though an Irish speaking or Gaelic speaking person went over there and named all of those people idiots without them knowing.
But could it not be like one of those things like they replace the sounds to interpret it for what they want for their culture, or is it a direct derivative?
It's very literal.
Okay.
When was
I'm asking. I'm just asking.
When was Ireland established?
Ooh.
Well, what's called Ireland now has a very old history. It's changed.
I'm doing some fact checking. We're doing live fact checking here.
It depends on what you mean.
You said Ireland was established before Islam.
Most definitely.
How?
Before
Wait,
Islam?
no. You can't say that. You can't
So
say
you're
that.
saying Islam or Muslim? Let's be specific.
Both.
Oh
Both.
my lord! Now I know,
Okay.
like you got a
So
panel of whole delusional people.
so
I'm
to be
not being
fair,
bad about thing. This dude turned around and said, you know,
What did
My
he
maiden
slur?
last name.
You know, there are a lot of
What
Muslims in
what exactly
Nigeria.
did Simon? What
My
exactly
maiden
did
last
Michael?
name is Irish for born on the side of a stump.
So Simon, what exactly did Michael say? I'm just curious.
right. So what he tried to correlate is between the Irish population and how they
I
became
have to get up and
versus
get something to
the
drink.
Muslim population, and it does not correlate. There's no Irish Bible. Okay,
You
so
need a Bible to be established region or nation.
no, it's just like general population. But it's just like there's no Irish Bible.
So you need a book to tell you your people?
Do you do you know of the English Bible, the from England,
That's King James.
the King James version of the Christian Bible?
Hmm.
Oh, they don't use that
I
in
thought
the UK.
everybody
Very
from the
regional.
UK was like
Okay.
Catholic.
Oh boy.
No, they're all Nigerians now.
But yeah, but
You see,
Islam, but
I
Islam,
like the way you move because you seem to think in a certain type of way, right? And
Thank you.
you seem to think that you can turn around and go, okay, Nigerians, and to generate a whole population
Hmm.
when you've never even been around that place. Have you ever been to Africa, dude?
What does that matter?
No, it matters a lot. Have you ever actually
Does
been
it?
to Africa?
For the plug
Have you
What
line.
does it
actually been
matter?
to Africa? It means
What
a
does
lot
it
because
matter?
you want to run your damn mouth like you're some hot
Please give
it
me
sounds
Baywatch.
it
one
sounds
reason.
it
You're
sounds
like some
more
One
Baywatch. You're like some
reason
Baywatch
why it
reject.
matters.
Like you're a Baywatch reject. You know what I'm
no, it
saying?
sounds more
Stop your
So
childish
hold
attempts
on,
at
hold on,
insults.
Simon.
Why does it matter?
have you ever been to
Simon,
Africa?
Simon, stop for a second. It sounds like it's an argument for merit. Like that the same reason I asked you about the Muslim population and then looked up that it's clearly the leading children's name in the UK right now. Like I asked you because somebody in the UK would have a good idea of what's going on in the UK. But you don't- just because somebody's not from Africa doesn't mean they can't read a study and figure out what's going on in Africa. Like you don't have to
Yeah.
be a rocket scientist to read about something. But
Okay.
I also wanted to pull this up while you guys were discussing this. So basically, the I first I looked up Islam and then I looked up Muslim, and they both kind of came to the same results. So I'm going to do them both. Um, the the origins of Islam, the religion whose founders are known as Muslim, date to the 7th century CE, which is far before the Irish community was ever thought of.
Wow,
Specific to
that's
the city of Mecca and the Arabian Peninsula, Muslims believe the faith began with the Prophet Muhammad, who received his first divine revelation. And I can't find anything prior to people speaking of this divine revelation. Like, I don't know when they started talking about Muslim founders because I've searched 3 different things trying to find an
Potato
older,
salad.
like when they started talking about
um,
Islam or Muslim
Watch your
as
sodium.
a religion, and I'm not finding anything. But yeah, I've searched it
Jacob
in 3
the
different ways trying to figure it out.
Irish language is far older than that.
Well, the Gaelic language is, but known to the Irish people. So let's see. I can look up the Gaelic language because I do think that is far older.
It's absolutely way older.
Let's look up found. Or should we look up founded?
I don't think there's any way of really even knowing how old it is. It's that old. It's just been.
Why you giggling, girl? Look, at the end of it, it's not complicated.
Nothing.
Only 390 milligrams.
Yeah.
It's probably thousands of years older than Islam.
No, it's not thousands of years old.
No. It's
How do you know
it's
that?
relatively actually the same time. Okay, so the Gaelic language isn't a singular language that was founded, but rather a branch of Celtic languages that
Right.
emerged from a common ancestor. Uh, Primitive Irish arose in Ireland in the early century CE. So what we just looked at with Islam was the 7th century CE. So yes, it would be even earlier.
Does anyone on this panel know what CE means?
Let me look
Common
it up and give you
era.
an exact
No,
definition.
Jacob,
I
don't
assume,
save them. Don't
well,
save them.
because I
Circa
think it's because,
estimated.
It means
Thank you
common
very
era.
much. Thank you very
well,
much. There you go.
the reason I say that is because a lot of people confuse AD and all of that
Anno
stuff with like
Domini,
after death and relate it to Christianity,
before
and it's not
Christ.
actually how time should
Mm-hmm.
be
Mm-hmm.
spoken, because it's not actually accurate.
It's just an estimated date.
So yeah,
In
it's an ancient
time,
language that
in time
predates Islam.
notation, CE stands for Common Era and is a singular religiously
That lights off again.
natural alternative to AD. So it'd be the 7th century of our lifetime. So it'd be let's say 2019 years old. That would
Almost
be
3,000
how-
years old.
Yeah. What did you just say?
I said almost 3,000 years old.
No. 2019 years old. Not even halfway to 3,000 years. Well, past halfway, but not halfway through the 2000s. Yeah. So it's about 2013 years old, or 19 years old, and then according to Islam, it's about, if they were going off of the 7th century, it would be closer to the 2020s. So it'd be
We better not say too much because Simon might get arrested.
for
Why
what?
you mention my name, bro? Don't let me start with you, bro. I'll
Because
drag
you're
you.
on the
Hey, you
panel.
don't even know where I'm from.
What?
Simon,
Stop.
you came on with your name.
Serious,
I know where you
serious
are.
stuff. Oh,
We
what are you
might,
talking about?
Look at
Why
that
don't-
drag you out of the bar you're in right now. Jesus
Are you
Christ,
serious?
did you tip your
Yo,
bartender
Jacob, tell this
generously?
dude
Shit.
to lie down before I start.
Much
Look,
bigger.
we're having a decent conversation. Don't mention my name, bro. I'll drag you
Simon,
the
Simon, Simon,
hell
Simon, Simon,
out.
Simon, 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 Simon.
I think
Your name.
I saw Simon throwing bacon.
I got a corned
at the
beef
mouth.
sandwich over here. I'm chomping. Don't start me, bro. I ain't got time for you. I ain't gonna lick about anything anymore.
What was
We're
that?
having a decent
You had
conversation.
fatback?
Say that one more time in proper English.
That is
Listen, bro. I'm telling you. Listen,
corned
bro.
beef is so haram that we need to talk about it right
Jacob,
now.
you need to get
Let me
Herman
go
up
at
here.
this,
He's
bro.
in the chat.
This dude is foolish.
Which one?
You need to get Herman up here. He's in the chat.
This dude is foolish. Don't ever fucking
Herman?
speak my name, bro. You
Corned beef
serious?
is haram.
Simon.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to address
Simon.
Nah.
Simon.
Mm.
Simon, listen to me.
Dog smell like codfish, bitch.
Hold on a
I
second.
ain't never met a black guy named Simon, motherfucker.
All right, we're gonna tone it
Are you
in.
black?
Listen to me for a second.
Are you
Simon,
proper black?
You come on the panel, and everybody refers to you as Simon, and then when they want to talk to you, they call you Simon. It's not because they're trying to be mean. It's because that's how they've been, figured out how to address you. Like that's your name that you came on here with. So people are calling you that. They're not calling you by your last name. They're not saying where you live. We named a country. Yes, I am Jacob from America. It's okay to say that. Like,
I'm GP, and I'm living in Virginia, in America.
nobody's
you what.
picking
Yo,
on you
yo,
by
I'm just
saying
saying,
I'm
like, yo, bro,
I tell you what,
I
I
appreciate that.
apologize.
Yeah,
I
shut the fuck up.
apologize. I
Yo, bro,
apologize.
I'm just
Okay,
saying,
I
like,
won't call you
I'm
Simon.
Wow.
here.
If
I'm
Simon
here
is
for Jacob.
offensive to
I'm
you, I
here for
won't
Jacob.
call you Simon. All right, I'll just call you bitch. So, bitch,
You see what the
did you want
hell
to
he's
say that
saying?
shit again
What
in
the
proper
fuck is that?
English?
Listen, bro, don't ever try to two-step me like that, cause you a kid and play motherfucker. Look, I'll drag
Motherfucker, I
you
just
right
dosey
back
doed
into
and
the
fucking
fucking
square
1980s.
dance with a
Don't
yellow ribbon
ever
around the
try
old
to,
oak tree on
don't
your ass, all right?
ever try to play me, girl. Don't
Yeah,
ever try to play me.
I'll never
I'll
double step
drag
your
you.
ass. I'll double
I'll
dutch and do the
drag you.
Cupid shuffle on your ass. What's up?
Simon.
Mm.
Simon, I would
Look,
tell
look,
you. I would
I'll
tell
do,
you
Jacob.
in your
Either
English ways. I
This
would tell
this
you in your
dude wanna
English
try and
ways.
like test me. I'm being kind. You know I'm being kind, okay?
You are being kind.
I'm
But,
eating my soul beef sandwich.
but
I'm
there's
just like, yo.
a bit of
eating your
naiveness coming
what?
through, and I would tell you to be careful of the threats you make to your gun wielding American friends, because it didn't ever turn well for the English when they tried to tell the gun toting Americans what to do. But you're more than welcome to try. I just don't think it'll work out
I'm
well.
just saying,
No, because somebody's going to stick their foot straight up in your ass.
Yeah,
It didn't
for
work
an
well for
actual
the
ass
Irish.
English people don't
I'm
do
pretty
that.
sure it didn't work
And
out well for the English and the Irish too. I'm pretty sure even the Irish were like, no.
How did
fuck
we get
this.
here? How did we get here? Like all of a sudden, we're at battle arms.
think about it. You got one over there in Ireland who's
Ireland
probably a descendant of Wallace.
No, my ancestors are all over the place.
Nah, one of your brothers tried to come up here and try to test me. I was like, nigga, please.
I'm
You know what
an
I'm saying?
ancestor to Geronimo and Sitting Bull.
Nah, you're a cool
So
girl.
walk on waters very, very carefully.
Actually, my kids are descended from William Wallace. I'm not kidding. They're part Scottish.
That is brilliant. Who's this dude? Who said that? Who's that?
Six
What's
said
your name?
that.
Who?
No.
Said what?
Six didn't say that.
I
Six
can't
didn't
see
say
it.
that. Michael
I can't-
Macintosh
I
said
can't see on
that
the
his
screen.
Oh,
You saying
Michael
his
said it.
brilliant?
Sorry.
You saying his brilliant? His
Who said that?
generational family lineage?
Who
That's
said that?
brilliant. That's kind of a thing that just happens.
Macintosh said that his ancestors were from William who?
My kids' ancestry. My kids are descended from William Wallace.
Wow. If he's actually speaking real
So it's on
fact,
your
he's
on your
deep.
wife's
That's
side.
some serious
Yeah.
stuff. That's some
Yeah,
real
my wife
serious
is.
No. I
is
knew.
descended
I
from-
immediately. So it's on his wife's side. Is what he's trying to say, Simon. If you can't follow that,
My
Otherwise,
mother,
you would've
my
said it in
mother's
English.
ancestors were, whether it's on paper or not, we are. I am a descendant of Geronimo and Sitting Bull. So tread very, very carefully.
Hmm.
Choose your words carefully.
Why you keep massaging yourself on the screen like every time you go on live?
Who?
Who?
You.
Me?
Yes. You
No, I play with my necklaces.
You are in a dark, like jiggling and
I
wiggling.
can't help it. I'm sitting on a carport.
I love this girl.
GP,
I'm
you're
waiting-
sitting on
I'm
a
waiting for the
carport.
plane
That
to
is
go
so
down.
hilarious. You're sitting outside enjoying the
my
night
Lord.
air. Oh my God. it's
Damn
so
right I
hilarious.
am.
What?
Damn.
That's why I'm 95% Native American. I love the outdoors.
Jacob, you don't see what's going on.
You're about to get shanghaied, but like no hell. I don't know if you know what's going on right now.
Corned beef sandwich.
I'm playing
People
with my
laughing at-
tiger's eye necklace.
You're playing
People
with what?
laugh. if
I'm
people
playing with
continue-
my tiger's eye necklace.
Ooh,
It's a
okay.
protection stone.
Damn. Oh.
if people
Ooh,
keep,
sa.
if
Ooh,
people
sa.
if
Ooh,
people
sa.
keep laughing
It's
at
like 9 in the
inappropriate times
morning
and
over
don't know
there,
what's
ain't it?
going on, they're gonna get shanghaied like Noel did. Just putting that out there.
It's like 9 in the morning over
I
there.
love you, Jacob.
This early?
You know I do.
Got a job to go to, nigga.
She reminds me of
Hey,
like
Simon.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the gentleman that passed away anywhere from yesterday to 15, 20 years ago?
Oh, that's a really random question, though.
That was a really weird question. What were you saying? I didn't even understand that one.
I asked him who was the gentleman that passed away anytime. My from what I see could be yesterday to 20 years ago.
Okay, so tell him that you're getting a feeling like you. That was kind of a broad question, and
Sorry.
you might not have understood the rest of the conversations that we've had earlier tonight. So give him a little more. You know what I mean?
Second
He
clue.
comes through as a family member.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't think it's appropriate for me to actually respond to that right now. I'm going to be respectful.
No, the reason why I'm asking is because they're getting my attention and wanting me to tell you that they're okay.
So Simon, since GP didn't explain it after I just said that,
No, what
Um,
she said.
I'm a
there's-
sensitive.
if somebody there's she's
Oh,
I'm a
sensing somebody
sensitive.
around. She's sensing somebody around you, and she was
she
asking you
just
about
said something which you guys are not ever going to really comprehend.
I
No,
did it with
no,
Michael
it's-
earlier.
that was specifically to you, Simon.
It was
none
to
of us can
you.
comprehend. Yeah, none of us can comprehend what people you might have lost around you that she's sensing.
Right. So, Jacob, you gonna allow me to say some shit?
Of course. If GP will turn off her fucking police scanner.
GP, yo, GP, GP is crazy. Look, GP. I'm gonna put my email in the back, right? Are you gonna calm down?
boy, you better get
She's
subscriptions
muted
to
for a
all
second.
kinds of magazines.
Simon,
GP, are you about to
Simon.
calm down?
She's
It's I got spirit coming through. That's why.
Let her work.
GP is on some next shit. I understand GP, okay, and I understand why she posed that question as well. And that's like, yo, no one's gonna really understand what that means. But I'm just saying, like, yo, Jacob.
You do understand what I said, right?
I totally understood it. But I'm just
Okay.
Jacob, right? She ain't in a frame of mind where I'm gonna be able to like just bust some shit in the back and go, okay, hook up. So just pay attention, okay? We're gonna have to relate to this another time. If something happens to GP in the interim, just pay attention to it, okay? Because I ain't over there. I can't do shit. But she just told me something. And yeah, she be working out like that, that. Age ain't nothing but a number. You know what I'm saying? Look, listen to me. Age ain't nothing but a number.
Okay. Explain to me what just happened. Explain to me what you're talking about, Simon.
Nah, there's something else going on. But it's just like, I'm just saying, like, age ain't nothing but a number. Helicopter.
I know. Explain what you're saying with age ain't nothing but a number related to what we're talking about. I'm lost at the moment.
What are you talking about? You tell me what you're talking about.
Those are Slick
GP
Rick
was just
lyrics.
talking about she felt an energy around you.
Don't speak about GP right now. Speak about something else.
Damn it, Simon. We're trying to figure out what the hell you're talking about.
Don't act like I ain't gonna play you because you turn
what
around.
What the hell do you mean by age
words,
ain't nothing but a number? Are you trying to hook up with her?
Are you serious?
What the hell's going on right now?
Wait, listen,
Those are just
what's your
Slick.
name? What's
Those are
your
just
name?
slick.
What you look? Don't try to look. I'm serious, bro. You
My
have
name
not
is right there at the
encountered.
bottom of my avatar. You might
It's
see
at the
4 of
bottom of
them.
your foot, bro.
Just squint your eyes, and it'll come together as one.
No, all you do is pull up your Cash App like you're a broke nigga. At the end of the day, you ain't pulling up your name.
That made
Right?
no sense
You pull
whatsoever.
up your Cash
I
App like
pull
you're a
out my
broke
Cash App
That's
fool.
not his
like
cash
You're
I'm
a
app.
broke
What
fool.
does that even
Broke,
mean?
broke.
Simon.
If I'm
Simon.
checking my Cash App, there's money in the cash.
What's his
the
name?
hell are you
I don't know
talking
why
Simon.
this nigga's talking
Simon,
to
that's not his cash app. Simon, that's not his cash app. I don't know what you're talking about.
me.
What is he talking about right
Those are just slick Rick lyrics from 1988.
I beg you, and I tell you, that's that nigga's Cash App name. I know people that turn around to me and send him money, like $20, $10.
Oh, you know people that send me money? Name one.
Yeah,
Name one.
name one. Why would I do that? I ain't doing that because you're
You
a
know
punk.
this information.
You are a
Name
punk.
one.
You're
Name
a whole punk.
one.
You know what I'm saying?
Name
You're a
one
punk fool.
person that
Living in your
sends me
mother's
money on
basement.
Cash App.
Where do you live, bro?
Name one
Where do you
person.
live? Right.
Name
Hey,
one
explain to the
person.
world how brilliant you are. There's your resume. I'm giving
Name
you the
one
floor.
person
I'm
that
giving
sends
you the
me money
floor.
on
Who
Cash
are
App.
you? Who are you?
Question. Does this
The
count as
person
black on black
asking you.
crime? If this is going on right now on my channel, is this black on black crime or
He ain't real. He ain't
Nah,
real
this
buck.
ain't
So
not to be with colorism.
Oh, shit.
Nothing to do with colorism. This fool is over here, and he knows.
he's one of these fish and chip darkies. We don't recognize him in the delegation of the African American community.
You're
as
not
being
gonna
black.
roast this fool. Like, goddamn.
So name one person who has sent me money on Cash App.
I ain't even got time for this. Can we speak about something else? This fool's weak. All right, let's go.
Let's speak about you knowing who sends me money on Cash App. How about that? Name
Is
one.
your mother alive? Do you want me to really get into it? Is your mother alive?
We already had that conversation the last time we spoke.
Exactly.
Let's
So
move on
shut
to
the
new
fuck
putting you in your
up.
place.
Where is your mother?
We already had that conversation the last time
Where's
we
your
talked. So
mother?
let's
Where's
move
your
on to
mother?
putting
Where's
you
your
in your
mother?
place
Where?
on a new level.
You see, Jacob, I don't even want to play around with your channel. This fool, this fool.
What, you want me to answer the question? You want me to
No.
answer the question? Heaven. Next question.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Michael. I needed that.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
so
love
did
stuff
I.
like
Hey,
Where does
here's
I
a title.
definitely needed that.
Here's a tide of the table being turned. Where's your mother?
You seem to think you got some 1980s New York voice, and that actually
How many
works
years
in
have you?
2025. It
How
don't
many
work,
years
bro.
have you
It
indulged
don't
in
work.
avoiding questions?
What the hell are you doing? This ain't wild style.
The run down your daddy's leg.
What are you talking about? No, you're operating in here. Go back. Go like take care of your granny or some shit. Be real. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you're on YouTube. Don't even play around with me, bro. What the hell?
Who are we talking about now?
None of that made any fucking
You
sense.
sound
But
like a
sure, why
pedophile right
not?
now. Go back. Go back.
You sound like a
Go
drunk
back,
motherfucker
bro.
who's waiting
Why
to
are you
goddamn go
here?
to jail.
Why you here? No one wants to hear about you.
Okay,
What do you have to
stereotype.
offer? What do you have to offer?
Intelligence to you, number one, you
Like
stereotype.
what? Like what? What can you
Touche.
offer me? What can you offer me? You see,
Do you
your
need
Look, I'll give you the
generation,
opportunity of your life,
your
Seaman.
generation
shit.
fucked us up. Your generation was so greedy that you seem to want to buy into
You were
all the
manipulated by
bullshit.
a generation
Nah.
ahead of yours. That makes you weak. Wow,
So-
you know you just insulted yourself, right?
So quick
Or are
question.
you too drunk to
Just-
realize that?
So quick question. When you say your generation, Simon, do you mean that somebody in America is affecting how you grow up in Europe?
Yes, exactly.
How so?
Like that generation, right?
Explain
Boomers.
how people in the West are manipulating the way that you grew up, that apparently are younger than you, and they're having an influence on you. Explain.
How
I'm
how old
curious.
it? How old is Seaman?
Right. So, the whole stock market, right, was based
Oh
on
Jesus
something.
Christ!
Shut the fuck up, nigga. Before I got you.
Oh my God! This motherfucker went to the stock market.